This irks me. This is honestly my least favorite negative of the whole Cowboys week 1. Really is. Let's talk about 11 from heaven, baby. Micah Parsons. He played great. He had 2 sacks. Everyone on Tampa Bay's offense was accounting for him every play because he was the best player on the field. Everyone knows that. No matter what happened to the Cowboys, no matter how much the Cowboys get clowned, there is not a soul on planet Earth who lost respect for Micah Parsons in that game, because Micah Parsons was out there doing what he does. He was proving that he is that guy. All the hype around him, he proved he's that good. Micah Parsons, out of everything bad that happened to the Cowboys, Micah Parsons was the one consistent, unequivocal, good side to that game. Micah Parsons. And in the few days since the game, he obviously hasn't killed it, but he has just lost a lot of respect from everyone, including me a bit, because of what he's done off the field in response to what happened in the game. So like I said, he not only didn't lose respect, but he gained a lot of respect to be able to play as well as he did in that situation in that game. No one on planet Earth thinks Micah Parsons was bad. Everyone knows Micah Parsons was great. After the game, on Twitter, you got people posting this clip of Leonard Fournette while Micah Parsons is engaged with a lineman, coming up and blindside knocking Micah Parsons on his back. No matter how much you see that clip thrown around, everyone's saying, oh, Leonard Fournette with a pancake, blah, 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 blah. No one is saying, wow, Micah Parsons, you suck. You should be ashamed of yourself. How dare you let that happen? No one's doing that. Everyone knows Micah Parsons, best defensive player on the field for the Cowboys, is already engaged with a left tackle, and he gets blindside blocked. No one's saying, wow, Micah, you suck. Everyone's saying, wow, Leonard, what a good hit. Micah Parsons, after the really not controversial, but a lot of adversity in their loss and the state of the team, you could tell the team went in thinking they were going to be all that in a bag of chips. Dak Prescott called it the golden year. Micah Parsons said this year is going to be special. A lot of people on the Cowboys thought this was going to be the season. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Cowboys think that every year, blah, 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 blah. Micah Parsons is a young man, and people need to remember that, but I am not one to say, you're a young guy, it's okay if you make some boneheaded, childlike decisions. He is like 23, but Micah Parsons, you've got to freaking be more grown up than what happens. Now, I am going to defend his tweet. I have not seen anyone defend his tweet. I think his tweet got completely misunderstood by everybody. I'm completely fine with his tweet, for the most part. In response to Pro Football Focus posting the clip of Leonard Fournette with the pancakes, everyone's like, wow, what a pancake block from Leonard Fournette. Micah Parsons tweets in response to that, go watch the tape and see what happened when it was me and him one-on-one. You hit someone not looking at you straight, P-word. Stop hyping this weak stuff as football. I wouldn't say him calling Leonard Fournette a P-word for a blindside block was chill. Everything else about this tweet, I am 1000% okay with. I think it was completely misunderstood. He was saying, go watch the tape, see what happened one-on-one. That part, whatever. Everyone knows Micah Parsons is killing linemen one-on-one, for the most part, and getting sacked, so I don't think anyone expects Leonard Fournette to hold a block on Micah Parsons one-on-one. So, yeah, watch the tape of Micah and Leonard one-on-one. Micah's winning that. I don't think anyone really cares. No one was saying Leonard's better. They were literally, the only thing I saw anyone saying was, Leonard, what a good hit. No one said anything negative about Micah Parsons. So calling Leonard a P-word for making that hit, I also don't like. And no, I don't think those kinds of hits should be banned. But the last line of Micah Parsons' tweet, which is the one I saw most people getting up in arms about, I think is completely misunderstood by everybody. So Micah Parsons said at the end of that tweet, stop hyping this weak stuff up, it's football. I 1000% agree with that. Saying, because people took that section of the tweet and saying, Micah, it's football, why are you mad? He's not mad about the hit. He's mad about people hyping up the hit like it was special. And I 100% agree with that. Yeah, Leonard Fournette hit him hard, but there's nothing to hype up. He was standing still, engaged in a block, and got hit blindside. There's nothing cool about that. I 100% agree. And him saying, it's football. Yes, him getting knocked on his butt like that, he's not mad about. Everyone's like, oh, you're in your feelings. And Leonard Fournette replied with a Jordan crying meme to this tweet saying, oh, Micah, you're in your feelings because you got knocked on your back. No, he's not. He's the best freaking player on the field. He got 2 sacks against the GOAT. Tampa Bay, no matter how pissed Brady got, their offensive line is really good. Micah Parsons got 2 sacks against that. Him getting knocked on his butt on one play where he was already engaged in a block and got blindside hit. He's not mad about that. And everyone's like, wow, Micah's mad because he got knocked on his butt. No, he's not. He's annoyed because people are hyping up Leonard Fournette like he made an amazing play when he really just blocked someone who was standing still. No, I don't think those blocks need to be banned or anything. It shouldn't have really been a highlight, but Micah was just saying, stop hyping this up. It's football, because that's literally just a football play. And no one was reacting to the tweet like that's what he said. They're saying that he reacted to the tweet, calling the hit week and saying, like, basically just being like, wow, what a cheap move from Leonard Fournette. He's not saying that. All he said about Leonard Fournette was, one-on-one, I dominate him. And he's saying, stop hyping this weak. He's calling it weak in the sense that I'm already engaged in a blocker. He's not saying, wow, Leonard, what a weak move. He's saying, why is this being hyped up like it's impressive? I'm engaged in a blocker. Obviously, I'm going to get drilled if someone hits me in the side. So I don't understand why everyone was taking that tweet and saying, wow, he's upset because he got knocked on his butt. No, he's not. He's saying, why are you hyping up a play when I literally was defenseless, engaged in a block? I don't think it should be a play that's banned or anything like some people said. But all Micah Parsons is saying in that tweet when I read it, and this was the first time I read it. First time I read it, I was like, okay, that's 100% legit, Micah. You do dominate him one-on-one. I don't think that needs to be said. I wouldn't call Leonard a P word for hitting you like that because exactly what he says after that, it's just a football play. He's saying his tweet ends with, stop hyping this up. It's a football play. And that's so true. I don't know why everyone took that. It's just football, Micah. Why are you mad about it? He's saying it's just football. He's not saying I'm mad and people are saying it's just football. He's saying it's just football. Why is everyone hyping this play up? That's just like some weird controversy around Micah Parsons. And he was clearly after that because he kept defending himself. Leonard, everyone's like, oh, Lenny took a W with the crying Jordan meme. No, he didn't. Leonard did not take a W. Micah Parsons didn't really take an L, although that's the narrative and the story of it. That was just drama with Micah Parsons. Frustrated. He thought the team was going to be great. Bad loss. Team's getting hurt. Quarterback down. Only person who played great on the whole team was Micah Parsons. And now he's getting flamed on Twitter. And just hearing all the voices about the Cowboys as a team, but then also hearing the stupid people on Twitter talking about him personally. I didn't have a problem really with any of that. But honestly, what hurts me the most from the whole weekend is what I'm about to tell you. Everyone knows about on Pat McAfee's show, Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. Aaron Rodgers Tuesday.
Did they do Aaron Rodgers Tuesday?
Yes. Last year, after they got blown out week 1, Aaron Rodgers Tuesday still happened. Professional. This year, Aaron Rodgers Tuesday got blown out Sunday. Guess what? And it was super embarrassing. He still went on Pat McAfee today. I watched the whole thing.
Gosh, I love that guy.
Aaron Rodgers is just, like, that's just professionalism. You made a commitment to something, you go and do it. Micah Parsons committed, as everyone knows was announced a few weeks ago, that he was going to do every Tuesday morning for a segment, go on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon on a face call and do a segment with them, just like Aaron Rodgers does on Pat McAfee, just like other players do on other shows. Micah Parsons was going to go on Undisputed every single Tuesday. And this is what irks me the most. Because the one bright spot about the Cowboys from this first week was Micah Parsons. And because of what I'm about to tell you, I am like sick to my stomach about Micah Parsons. You'll notice I'm not wearing my Micah Parsons jersey today. I was going to wear it for every single stream. And I'm not wearing it today because this pissed me off so much. Micah Parsons had committed. They announced it, that he was going to be on Undisputed every Tuesday. And Skip and Shannon even talk about it. And Skip and Shannon are the nicest dudes about this, man. They were like so chill and nice speaking about Micah about this. When Micah, freaking the most immature thing I've ever seen in my life. Fox Sports set up a studio in Micah Parsons' house for him when they agreed to do this. A studio for him, like with all the lighting equipment, microphones and everything, great camera. Everything is set up for him to have an amazing atmosphere to do the show with them every Tuesday, which he had committed to do. In the first week of the show, after a bad, adversity-filled weekend, not only does he not go on the show, Rambo, I don't know if you know this, not only, and you can find the clip of Skip and Shannon talking about it, it's heartbreaking. Not only did he not go on the show this morning, he ghosted them. He didn't even communicate with them. They reached out to him. Skip and Shannon each were like texting him personally Monday, like, are we still on for tomorrow? They called him all morning before the show. He didn't even respond and just didn't go on the show. And so they opened the show. They opened the show saying, we are really hoping to have Micah Parsons on this morning. Unfortunately, he just never responded to us. And so hopefully he'll be here next week. We're still happy to have him if he wants to continue to be on the show. We know we announced it and everyone's excited, but we just never got a hold of him. He literally just didn't show up. What makes me so mad about this is, it's like, you know how I've made a couple jokes. If I know no one got me, I know this got me. Like Aaron Rodgers, like, if I know no one got me, Devontae Adams got me. For me, it was, if I know everything with the Cowboys sucks, at least Micah Parsons is amazing. And I was like, if I know no one got me, Micah Parsons got me. And like, I love sports talk shows. Obviously, I love actual football more, but I love some sports talk shows. I love Undisputed. I love The Herd. I love McAfee. I watch MMG Live. That's not like
Herd.
No, Colin Cowherd.
What?
Absolute idiot, but he's so entertaining. But off of that, we're not talking about that. So I was just thinking when I texted my family earlier today when I realized what happened. I said, if being a Cowboys fan couldn't get any worse, Micah Parsons didn't go on Undisputed today. And then I said, even Aaron goes on McAfee after losses, Micah. Get your crap together. And then I said, he completely ghosted them. I sent them the link to the clip of them talking about it. I'll actually play that on stream here in a second for context. But this is everything I'm talking about sums up my feelings right here in this text. This is what I said. Micah Parsons literally had a fantastic game. He sacked the GOAT twice. He lost no respect from anyone in the world from that game. You lose respect, though, arguing on Twitter, and then being absent from commitments in the midst of adversity. Micah Parsons, in this situation, he's supposed to be the only bright spot for the Cowboys. He's acting like a kid when everyone's expecting him and needing him to be more. If I was going to hate watching the Cowboys all year because we're going to suck, I was still so happy that I was going to get to watch Micah Parsons, my favorite player, every Tuesday talk about football with Skip and Shannon, who I love. And he ghosted them the first week, acting like a child because he's mad that they lost and he got flamed on Twitter.
It's a massive L.
The most sucker baby thing I've ever seen in my life. So I'm not wearing my Micah Parsons jersey. I was going to and I'm going to probably next week. And I'm going to fall back in love with Micah Parsons. Now, this is a silver lining. I hate the excuse, oh, he's a kid. But the only thing I will say about that, he is a very young player. And I am 100% always ready for young people to grow and better themselves as people and just get better. So if he comes back next week and is like, I'm really sorry I ghosted last week, whatever he says, even if they don't address it. If he shows up next week and is super professional, well-spoken, all that, and we just move on and we never have a situation like this again, I will forgive him in a heartbeat. But this is the most disappointing thing I could have seen from him. The fact that he didn't show up. But not just didn't show up. If he messaged them as like, hey guys, I can't lie, I'm really frustrated with what's happened with the team the past few days and the loss, and there's a lot of stuff going on social media and stuff. I just don't feel it's best for me to go live on TV with you guys. If he just reached out to them Monday or even Tuesday morning and just told them that, they would have respected it, which in the clip you'll see they said, if he just reached out to us, like, we'd be chill. But like, this is really disappointing. But the fact that they reached out to him, they said, us personally and Fox Sports were reaching out to him all day Monday to confirm he was on for Undisputed. He never answered. They're like, we called him 100 times this morning, never answered. The fact that he just ghosted them irks me. Like, that makes my blood boil, dude. That's just the most immature thing I can think of, man. You got to be able to handle a loss and move on. And even if you can't, if you absolutely can't, just communicate. Just being and again, Micah Parsons is like 3 or 4 years older than me. So, and 9 million times the human I will ever be. So who am I in a place to say this? But like, you got to be more grown up than that, man. And it's super disappointing. Like I said, I 1000% believe he can change. I believe he can make this right. I'm hoping and choosing to believe he will. But this is the most disappointing thing I ever could have seen from Micah Parsons. That's what I'm saying. My most disappointing thing for the whole week, even if our team's going to suck, even if Dak's going to get hurt, even if we're going to have bad luck, even if we're going to have a horrible season and not make the playoffs, at least can we be a respectable team? At least can we be a fun team to root for because we got good guys on the squad? Can we have people... And what sucked is I love Skip and Shannon so much, so to see them get burned like that by Micah just irks me, dude. It disappoints me so much. Finishing on Micah Parsons, he's still my favorite player, and I think it can get better. But this just blows my mind. It literally makes my blood boil. The fact that he ghosted them, because I love Skip and Shannon so much, and they're so chill about it. I'll play the clip. We're gonna go to the clip next of them talking about it, because it's like heartbreaking, because they're both so like professional about it, but you can tell how sad they are, because they're like, man, we are so excited to have Micah Parsons on. But they're like trying to be nice about it. They're like, hey, Micah, we just want you to know you're still completely welcome back if you want to do the show with us. Next Tuesday, let's do it. And like, they're so nice about it. And it's like, I was surprised how nice they were about it, to be honest. But
talking about how he ghosted him and screwed up. There could have been some family issue. I don't know.
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. If there is anything going on, you have to communicate.
I mean, if there's like some urgent matter that came up and he's more worried about that than communicating with Skip and Shannon, then
the fact that he didn't
give him a little bit of a pass.
The fact that he didn't communicate tells me He was just
But-
butthurt about everything that happened over the weekend and just didn't want to go on TV.
So I mean, I don't know. It's a bad look. Hopefully he doesn't have any personal issues he's going through. So
I don't think
know.
he does. The only
I
personal issues is what's going on with the Cowboys. That was like what I was most excited for today. I was like, not only do I have Aaron Rodgers Tuesday, screw that, Micah Parsons Tuesday, and nope.
We were hoping to have Micah Parsons 11 from heaven on our show with us today, but apparently that's not the case. Skip, what's going on?
I'm not exactly sure. We had equipment installed in Micah's home in the Dallas area, and when we made the big grand announcement, he immediately tweeted about how excited he was to join us.
Correct.
Then yesterday came, and all day yesterday we could not reach Micah. Then as we got into the evening, we couldn't even reach any of his people. Led us to believe, well, maybe he was just crushed by the opening night loss, which is highly possible. We are still extremely hopeful that he will join us next Tuesday. Do you have any thoughts on this issue?
Well, I was looking forward to him joining also. He is a phenomenal player, and to get his insight on what transpired in the Sunday before would have been great for us. But maybe he wants to focus on football. Maybe the loss was more crushing to him than he thought it would be. I know it's kind of difficult, Skip, when you lose a ball game, especially. I know he thought they was going to be special this year, and he's mentioned about it, and they still could be special. But I'm hopeful that after a couple of weeks of them getting back to winning, that he would join us at some point in time during the season, even if it's not every single week, Skip, maybe for a couple of weeks, would be beneficial to us. But I really can't say with any certainty why he chose after, we went through not us, FS1 Fox, put the installed equipment in his house and just go radio silent. Just say, guys, look, at this point in time, I just want to focus on football, and I'm sorry to have led you guys on, but right now, football is the most important thing, and I'm not going to be able to do it right now. Not to say that down the road that might not be a possibility, but right now I just want to focus on the game of football and just leave it at that. But I just think it's I think you should handle it with a little bit more class than just go radio silent and just avoid Fox when they're trying to get in touch with you.
I got it, but still hopeful that we will have him next Tuesday.
But is that not like one of the most heartbreaking things you've ever seen?
Yep, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, super disappointed by that. Really, really irks me. I think he can
Anyway.
fix it, but really bad look. Really, really bad look, so.